What's going on, trading and investing family? You already know who it is. James Strong back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the top 3 confirmations that every scalper needs to know to have the best chance of catching high probability setups. This is key for you. So before we get into the video, let's cover the housekeeping rules. Y'all know I do all these videos and give value. All I ask in return is you do a few things for me. Number 1, share the video. Share the video on Facebook. Share the video on your Instagram story. Text it to somebody, man. Share the video. Share the video so we can keep helping as many people as possible. Number 2, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't be one of them weird people watching all the videos, watching the whole video, you ain't subscribed. And number 3, like and comment, man. Comment down below. This is a real community. We're growing. People looking to change not only their lives financially, but their family's lives financially. So I'm a real person, man. I'm a real human. Talk to me. Let me know, aside from the video, just talk to me in general. What you going through in your journey? What kind of videos you want me to talk about? Like, what's some things you're struggling with that I might can make to help you? You know what I'm saying? So you never know. You let me know. I'm actually in the middle of making some trainings for y'all too. Let me know what you're struggling with. I can make some trainings and show y'all, help y'all with things I've kind of overcome and gone through on the journey as well. I mean, I got years of experience, man. So holla at me. Let's go ahead and get to the meat. So there's a lot of things, right? There's a lot of different things you can do when it comes to trading and everything in life, right? So for y'all who don't know, I'm not a trader, right? I'm a businessman who learned how to trade, and I sold my business for trading and went all in because I saw the opportunity. And so, man, I got a hair on me. That's one of my wife hairs. And so I sold my business, man. I went all in. And I was like, yo, because I see the potential of trading. Now, by no means, I'm not some guy who's made it or nothing like that, right? I am consistently profitable. I'm doing well. This has helped me literally pay off my student loans, paying off my wife's student loans. This pays for my golf lessons. Like, I mean, it's done a lot for me. You feel me? And it's doing a lot for me. But I have big ambitions and big goals. Whether you just want to make extra money, or you want to be like me, you want this thing to literally, be making a salary a month. You can do what you want with it. That's the beautiful thing about trading. There's no right or wrong. It's just what's right for you. You feel me? So, but you do need to have a basic understanding of concepts and certain principles. The first thing I would tell you is keep it simple, man. A lot of people are going to try to sound smart. They're going to try to overcomplicate this stuff for you guys. I'm not one of those people. I brought up business because every business I've started, I've kept simple, and every business I've made more and more money. My first few, I lost money. That's the fees in the game. Entrepreneurship and business and life. You're going to take L's. And then I made a little money. Next one, I made a lot more money. And the last one, I sold for a profit and I was making 5 figures a month. And that's the evolution, but you don't get there without the L's. So same thing with trading. You're going to take some L's. You know what I mean? But just remember, so keep what you can keep as simple as possible because we want to minimize unnecessary losses, unnecessary pain points. That is the main point I want to get across. Those confirmations, the first one that we're going to cover is a breakup structure. Now, what is a breakup structure? To know what a breakup structure is, one, go watch my liquidity video and I cover that too, but I'll cover it here briefly as well. A breakup structure pretty much is, let me show you the line chart first. When you have higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs, and we're going up, it's basically breaking the trend. Like, it's a break of the normal structure. You know what I'm saying? So if we look at the candlesticks, and another thing you want to have, the reason these are the top 3, because you need multiple confirmations and validations when you take these trades. You don't want one because that's basic gambling. You might as well go to Vegas. I say it all the time. Go to Vegas, put all your money on black on a craps table and just roulette, whatever it is. I don't gamble, so put all your money on there and just let it ride. You're going to have one confirmation. So you have a bunch to show you, hey, there's a high likelihood and a high probability that this stuff will play out in my favor. So the first one is a break of structure. When it breaks structure and forms a new high, it's kind of showing you what's going on. Now, you always want to check structure on the higher time frame, and higher time frame analysis is a bonus for y'all. I'm not gonna cover that, but that's a bonus. You want to see where the higher time frame is going so you can get a directional bias and know where you want to go. You can make money selling too. A lot of times I sell against the trend. Just know, you don't want to be holding it too long. So let's go back to the 5. So I'm just picking. Was on a 5 or 15? That's probably a 15, but it is what it is. We're just going to 5. So when it's going up, like it's consolidating right here, so there's really no direction. Consolidated through Asian session. When it broke above this high, it formed a new higher low. That's a break of structure. So we want to look for nice breaks of structure to show us when the trend could be beginning to change, right? Going either continuing or this break where it's changing. And so if you see this, came back and retested the area, broke again, you should immediately be looking for sales in this area right here. So that's number 1, the first confirmation. The second confirmation we want to look for, we want to look for, and I would say, what I want to show y'all. Let me find a good example. And it's let me find a good one. All right. Let's go to the higher time frame so you can see a little better. We want to look for an imbalance, right? So when there's an imbalance in the market, what it shows is at some point, investors have to come back and fill that area in. It may not be today. It may not be this week, but they have to come back in and fill that area. Now, always know the higher time frame is the most powerful. So yes, this is for scalping, but it's good to know what the higher time frame wants to do. So that way, you know how long you want to hold it and how long you don't want to hold it, right? You want to know if you want to get in, get out real quick and just get that quick little 15-minute move. Or if you like, yo, it's some meat on the bones. You know, I can catch this and hold this for an hour or 2 hours. That's what I do sometimes. You know, I still enter a lot of my strategies in my playbook off of scalp type moves. Now, I don't scalp. I don't sit there and watch it every 5 minutes anymore. Them days long gone. I'm not doing that. I got a life. I got to live it. But I do have some where, you know, like, hey, I'm going to zoom in like I'm scalping, take a tight, precise entry, and I'll hold it like an intraday move. Sometimes I'll swing it to the next day or something like that. But we want to look for, good imbalance. So a good example, right? When it has these imbalances in the market and it broke structure, it's going to come back and retest it at some point. Either it's going to blow through it, or in this point, it was precise, retested that area, filled that imbalance in. So let me draw a little imbalance section for y'all. I'll make it orange so we can see it. Filled it in. So now it's came back, price, everything's good. Made another one, immediately filled it in, and then took off and sank. And this is truly where the entry should have been. A nice, clean entry. And it fits the third one too as well, right? So we're about to go over that right now. You know, I like 3 to 1s at least. Boom. Bring this to the front, the candlesticks. And then what's the other confirmation? The other confirmation, the third and final to make the trifecta. Look for a nice supply or demand zone or area, depending on how you want to look at it. Sometimes this area may not be a precise zone. I look for more zones, right? There is a difference, but we will not cover that in this video. So what is supply and demand zone? I see, I'm trying to remember because again, I've been doing this for years. So, but that's why I said, talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you want to know, because you got to think I've been doing it so long sometimes too. Luckily I'm good at teaching. You feel me? I'm very good at teaching. I know how to simplify things, but when you've been doing something for so long, sometimes you think it's normal. People just know it. And you like, yo, I forgot I didn't know that at one point. You feel me? So, hey, let me know what y'all want to see, but I'm gonna break this down as simple as I can. When you're looking for a supply zone, you're looking for like a lot of sell-off. Impulsive sales in the market, kind of showing that sellers are in control. When you're looking for a demand zone, you're looking for impulsive buys, right? So when you stack all of these confirmations, it gives you basically it's the foundation for high probability setups. You can add more. You can look for it, with other things as well. Again, Fibonacci retracements or whatever, but keep it super simple, man. This can be the foundation you're trading. So this came back to a nice. Ugh. Get that orange off of that, man. Do a nice little light yellow or something. Send it to the back. Came back to a nice supply zone area. So not only do we have a breaker structure, we had an imbalance and we had a supply area. Came back, retested, would have got in a little tighter, and boom, caught that move. So, it's as simple as that. You can find this literally anywhere. We'll find another one real quick and now end the video, right? So, clear as day. Breaker structure. There's an imbalance. In the market. And then this has strong buys and it broke that structure. And is a demand area. Just like I said last time. Set it. You can put your stop loss under the zone to be safe. That's the safest way you can do it. I ain't for a 3-to-1. That's 2 trades in this 1 week or another week, whatever. 1, breaker structure, imbalance, supply. And this is the opposite way. Breaker structure, came back to fill the imbalance and retest the market. And there was a demand area looking for it to go up. It did not break below it. If it broke below it, it'd have been invalid. Did not break below it and it held, went back up. So as you keep learning, you look at the higher time frame, you look at other things, you could tell where the whole runner's from. You can cut it for a fixed RR. You can get in tighter. You'd have got out in 15 minutes, you'd had a 1.5. Or you could hold it if you a little more risky and you up. If you want to cut half and have a runner. So take these, man. These make scalping powerful. When I discovered these and I came across these, it really changed a lot for me. I always say, and I bring this stuff up, I like to keep stuff a reality check. This is not all peaches and cream. Don't think you're not going to lose. If you're new, you're going to lose. It's part of the game, right? You're going to take L's, but that's just the cost of play. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay to play. And when you play, or let me say this rather, when you pay attention. So a lot of times them L's are going to be your biggest friend. It may not seem like it sometimes. It hurts, but learn from it. You know what I mean? Don't keep making the same mistakes. That's all I got for y'all, man. In this video, I hope you got value. Don't forget to share the video, man. Comment down below. Let me know what you're trying to see. Let me know what y'all want to see too as well in these trainings, man. Yeah, shoot. I got them coming out. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know some of your struggles, man. Again, I've been doing this for years now, so sometimes I forget the things I struggled about early in my journey. You know what I mean? Because like when you in it, you just want to get out of it so fast. And now once you get out of it, you kind of like, dang, I kind of forgot how I feel. So let me know what y'all going through. Let me know what you're struggling with. FOMO, fear of missing out, knowing certain things in the market, whatever, like family, whatever it is, man. Let me know. Talk to me. We're going to get you right. I'm here to guide y'all on your journey, man. Again, I'm a brother still growing too. I'm growing with y'all, man. But we're going to grow together. We're going to eat together. Because it's bigger than us. It's about our families. It's about creating a legacy. It's about taking this money to then invest the money so we can build generational wealth and create financial freedom, man. That's what it's all about. So we don't trade for the sake of trading. We trade to get capital, put that capital in other assets like the stock market and other assets like that to grow a portfolio so it can be financially free. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, much love. Until next time.